Test, test, test. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if everything's working. I hear clicks. Yep. We're all good. I see an SP in the chat. Hello, SP. I hope you are well. I'm glad you like the intro song. I'm trying to... Everything is a bit quiet. I can bump my mic just a smidge. How much did I just bump that by? Let's try that. I can turn everything up while I'm at it. Couple more dBs. How's that sounding? Let me know if that's any better. Better. That is what we like. Alright. I'm just gonna get right into it. No dilly-dallying. Not only because it's boiling hot in the studio and I'm dying, so I want to work quickly, but okay, so today I'm going to be going over lots of different ways on how to make pads. There's a bunch of different methods, and I'm going to try and make a couple from each version, and then we can compare and contrast and see which we like best and all that fun stuff. I'm going to try and make 10 pads today is the goal. If we can do that, I think that's achievable in a couple of hours. So, I'm going to start off with my favorite method, which is just choosing a pad. 10 ponies at dawn, yes. I was going to make that joke, but I didn't know how to slip it in. But there you go. The first way I make pads, and how I made a bunch of the pads from colors, specifically colors 2. If I go to the pad section, like these ones, and these ones. Spooky dark pads. Yeah, so we're gonna make some of those first. I'm gonna go, first of all, I'm gonna change the scale highlighting, if I remember how to do that. So we want it to go to D, where is it? Minor pentatonic, that's the one. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna get a little respace, just so we can kind of like hear all the pads in context, to know if they all like sound in key and kind of like sound good. So I'm just gonna use my cheeky the cheeky canvas Reese, if I can find it. I think this is also in colors, the Reese preset. It might have been a sample in colors, not the actual preset, because that's sacred. But here we go. There we go. Just a nice drony Reese. And so to make, yeah, it's because sometimes when you make a pad, it's like has the context of a chord, and it only works with that one chord. That's like kind of the issue I have with my original pad pack, is because it was a bit because I did granular stuff to make those pads. It was like all focused on a single chord, so it didn't work with like every note. But yeah, if you add like a little Reese just with a couple notes, I'll probably like add like later on. I'll probably do like just add like some more bass notes to see if it actually fits within the scale. But yeah, just for now, I'm just gonna have like a drone. So step one of this is choosing a cool kind of pad sound, which you may think sounds like cheating. It's like, oh, we're gonna make pads, so we just choose a pad sound. But it's how we lay it out is the cool part. So I use Omnisphere because Omnisphere has really cool, just like a big library of cool stuff, as everyone knows. Here we go to pads and strings. Hello, Sally. Fancy seeing you here. I hope you are well. I'm teaching currently only SP about pads and how I make pads. So that's what we're doing today. So yeah, I chose Omnisphere because yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff. You can get some happy accidents just by choosing some cool sounds. Ooh, that's already a cool sound. So kind of step two, it doesn't really matter what order you do this in, but I kind of like putting on the processing like next, just it kind of takes on the characteristic like already. So I put RC20 on it, but you could use any kind of vinyl emulate, like tape emulation. There's like isotope vinyl, there's a billion of them. There's like Sketch Cassette and Cymatics, they have a free one called Origin, which is pretty good. But yeah, vinyl's also free. There's a billion of them, but this is the one that I have. And the default preset that I've set is called Vinyl 4, and it just adds noise and makes it more mono down here. And it just sounds cool. Kind of makes it more like fuzzy because of the noise texture. And I always turn the follow up just so the noise kind of fits more with the sample, because if you have it like down like this, it just like kind of plays, but with the follow up it kind of follows the envelope a bit better, and then you just turn that down a bit. And then the kind of trick with this is creating a bunch of just kind of random notes within the scale at kind of random intervals, so they kind of like cascade and kind of flow over each other. And it's just about like experimenting with like ranges and what sounds cool. And because we have the Reese, I'm just gonna get rid of the bass. That's sounding pretty cool so far. And I chose the minor pentatonic scale because there's less notes in it, and that kind of means there's like less clashing when you like put other notes in. At least I've found that there is. But yeah, you just gotta use your ears and see if it actually sounds good. Let's see if that's actually in key. Let's do like a cheeky, interesting pattern, like. That's sounding pretty cool to me. And yeah, you just like can extend this as long as you need your pad to be, and because you're always putting down kind of random notes, it's like constantly sounding different as they like overlap and stuff. You can even go like higher. Kind of fun. And soothe is my best friend when making pads, because you're stacking so many notes and they're quite reverbed. It can get a bit resonant-y, if that's a word. I hope so. Yeah, it can get a bit peaky. So you want to try and tame those if they get a bit crazy. Resonancy. I'm glad that we're coining that phrase. It's it's a new phrase now. Let's do like a more basic-y one. Yeah, that's sounding pretty cool already, to be honest. I think it needs more notes over at this bit. Get one of those up there. That sounds cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. What more could we do to it to make it a bit more funky, a bit more interesting sounding? I wonder if maybe Portal. Portal might have some cool, fun stuff. Let's put that before the RC20, so all of this stuff gets kind of lo-fied as well. There was a cool thingy that I favorited the other day, but I forget which thing it was. Was it? It might have been this one. I do have PaulXStretch. That is one of the things that we're gonna look at. That's one of the things that I'm gonna look at later on. I don't use it a lot, so I'm gonna be kind of learning as I go, because I don't make pads with PaulXStretch. But I thought it would be a cool thing to look at. Yeah, I have 4 different methods to look at today that I wrote down. Let me get them. Yeah, so we're going to start with this method by like laying out the actual pad notes, and then I'm going to talk about using the Convolver with a white noise sample to create like a blur. That's another method, and then the third one is going to be using Granular. So either Quanta, or we'll probably use the phase plant Granular engine again, because that's good fun to mess with. And then the other one was going to be looking at PaulXStretch, but we're doing that at the end because I don't know how to use it. I know you gotta like put something in its buffer or like import something, so we'll look at that. We'll look at that when we need to. Quite happy with this pad. Sounds nice. Might bring back some of the low end. Cool. I think that is pad 1 done and dusted. Let's export it actually, so I don't forget what key I did everything in. This is in D minor. What should we name it? We need a good name. Something pretty. It is a bit wonky. It's one of these like really old like plugins that have seen better days but are still awesome, and no one's really ever done anything like it since with a better UI. Well, that to be fair, there is actually 2 versions of PaulXStretch. There's like the original like one, and then I think the one that I have is PaulXStretch, which is like the one they made afterwards. I think someone else made it, but it's still not amazingly well, like, user friendly. That's the word. How about Echoes of the Past? That's a cool pad name. Oh, the old one doesn't work anymore. Wow. I wonder why that is. Well, like, it doesn't work on like Windows 7 Plus. Is it that old? There we go. Render that. I hope you can't hear my dog barking in the background. I'm looking to get a dynamic mic, so you won't be able to hear stuff. Right, that is one cheeky pad. I'm gonna clone this. You can hear the dogs. Well, never mind. Hello, Phoenix. How are you? It's nice to see you. Let's clone this, get the same vibe going, but we don't want the same notes. Just to keep them interesting. I'm glad you're good. Are you also streaming right now? I think I have a little... You are? I'm excited to see what you're working on. Right, let us choose another sound. Let's hit the shuffle button again and see what we get. That sounds a bit spooky. Let's do the same thing. I always start with the kind of root note when laying out the craziness, because that kind of like grounds everything, right? And it makes sure everything's in the same. It makes sure it like sounds good, basically. I kind of want higher pitched. Let's go even higher. Super high. Why not? See what it sounds like. This might sound terrible, but oh, it's muted. Not too fond of that sound, so we'll try some other stuff. Whoa, that's a bit like 80s. Yeah, so Omnisphere is a bit hit or miss. We can kind of narrow the search if we go to like type, and then we can kind of find something. Dreaming, there's some cool ones in like dreaming or evolving motion. There's another one that I forget the name of, but it only has a couple in it, but they sound really nice. Oh, nostalgia. I wonder what. Ooh, there's quite a lot in there. Oh, is that the original PaulXStretch? Because I know I have a VST version, so that must be PaulXStretch. That's fair enough. Let's see what these sound like. That's quite cool, kind of Mellotron fluty vibe. Let's try with the pitch on as well. That sounded quite cool. Because this was more of like a keyboard kind of sound, I turned up the attack and I turned up the release as well, just so it had more of a nicer kind of curve to it, so it didn't just go bap when it starts. Let's see if it sounds good with the... If we extend this twice as long... Yeah, that's all sounding in key and stuff to me. Wonder if we can take it a step further. What else could we do to this? I might put on, there's this plugin called Lifeline Expands, which is like another kind of one of these effects chainy kind of geezers. I'm pretty sure this version's like free as well, because it's like the light version. And there's some cool presets in it. It's pretty cool. but it might have a cool, might add a cool tone or texture. Yeah, I quite like that. Sounds pretty cool. I wonder if I can turn the reverb up as well, just to make it a bit more washed out. Yeah, happy with that. Sounds pretty fun. Yeah, I will export that and I will put that in the pack. Shameless plug. Need another cool name. D minor. Need a cool lo-fi name. Cool lo-fi name will be the name of that pad. Ooh, I didn't have it checked to leave remainder, so I will re-render the first pad just so we have that tail at the end. Wow, it is hot today. It's got to be one of the hottest days of the year, I swear. Super hot. Let me re-render you while I'm at it. Oh, that one sounds nice. I do like that one. We re-render you. It is very, yeah, very, very hot. The sun got no chill. Hello, Din. Hello, hello, hello. I'm still very early in my streaming career and I still don't know what to say different. Every time someone joins, I just say hello. Like, nice to see you. I gotta throw some curveballs in there at some point. Hi, hi, hi. Yep. Cool. That is 2 pads down. So that is method 1. Yeah. That's my preferred method of making pads because there's no like surprises. If you have it with the context of the Reese, if it sounds good while you're making it, then it's gonna sound good in the context of a track because it will be like in scale. It will be good. And because pads are not really timed. You can just throw it in. It won't have any like stretching artifacts. It's good. It's very good. Right. Method 2. What should we do for method 2? I think we go for the granular because they're good fun. I will make 2 with Quanta because we haven't used Quanta yet. Other than faceplant, because we've already used that. So let me open up Quanta. This big recommendation for Quanta. It is one of the best granular plugins, and I love it. It is very cool. You don't just have to use it for like pad sound. You can throw anything in here. You can throw like bass sounds and get some cool textures, and you can throw textures in there and get some cool textures. So I have a little like init preset that just kind of turns up the width and volume, and it's just like a basic thing. And so what I'm going to do, I might first of all try, whoops, I accidentally closed literally everything. I might try throwing in a whole track just to see, because that's how I made the original Padback Constellations. I just threw in like my tracks, and I threw them all into like Quanta, and then you get cool results. So let us try with Cascade. Whoa. Shut you up for now. Okay. Ooh, we need to extend you quite a while. Ooh, that was very short as well. Okay. I can't remember what key Cascade is in. Let me find out. What key? Oh, I forgot it would do that. I believe that is in A sharp minor. So we need to go. Oh god, I'm rubbish at this. Which is G minor. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to go to D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sounds terrible. Ooh. That's sounding pretty cool. Bump up the volume. Get a cheeky limiter so it's louder. See, the thing with doing the granular method is it works best with melodies. If you're trying to make like a more like a general use pad that kind of works with any bass line. Obviously, if you want to make like chord pads, then a cool thing to do would be like get different versions of it. So like get one for each chord, and then you can like kind of blur between them, which might be quite fun. But yeah, just I chose Cascade because I knew at the start there was just like this kind of melody section, and it sounds pretty cool. It sounds all bloopy. Go to the low end, and in theory this should work with the Reese. So yeah. That's pretty cool. Could be a bit louder. Nice. And what we can do is play with the grain size, or grain amount and grain length, and that will create kind of like different rhythms, quote unquote, even though it's not like, yeah. So turning up with the grain amount kind of makes it more like blurry, because they're like, there's a lot more like overlapping. And the cool thing in Quanta is it has all these like random features, and just turning those up a bit kind of creates a lot more like movement and dynamicness in the pad, which is good fun. I might try routing this through the same effects chain as we had for the others, just to kind of hear what it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds really nice. Yeah, sounds pretty cool to me. Maybe we can choose a different Portal preset that's kind of more reverberous. I hate saying that word. It makes you sound like so smart. Let's see. Stretch and smear, maybe. If it plays. That's kind of fun. Maybe we can look at Infiltrator, because I know that has some cool reverb presets. My dog. She's going wild. That sounds pretty cool to me. It kind of has like a bit of a pitch thing on it, it sounds like. Might turn that down a bit, just so it has a bit more of that texture of all the grains kind of going crazy. But yeah, that is one granular pad. Let me render that. If it loads. Select these. We'll call this one D minor, totally not cascade. Leave reminder. I always say reminder, it's leave remainder. I've always said reminder, and no one's corrected me. There we go. We'll do one more of those. I will make a clone so we don't lose this. That's another good tip. When you're sound designing, don't be afraid to clone stuff. If you have a good like CPU, I mean you can just like mute stuff, but yeah, because you don't want to lose stuff. I've been in situations where it's like, I change something when trying to make a secondary version, and then I lose everything, and I'm like, oh well, that sucks. What song can we drag in? Let's look at my... What song has a good melody only sections in it? I mean, Tsubishi, that one has a bloopy bit. We could try that. Again, I don't remember what key that's in. Let's find out. Whoa. Oh, that was convenient. It's in D minor, I think.
I wanted to express my feelings.
No spoilers. That's not out yet. Yeah, so we need to go up to C. And we won't use the pad, even though that is a pad, because that's cheating. That is what we want. We want that fun stuff. We can also route this to the same track. Mainly for the soothe, because it's ouchy. Let's see. That's kind of spooky. I think the issue with this one is it has a lot of kind of clashing notes because it's got like these two. Oh, wrong note. So it might not be the best one for a pad. So we can look around. Did we granularize Tsubishi last time as well? We got to do that every stream now. Woo! What would be a good one? Does Silhouettes have... oh, Save Me might. Save Me might be a good one. What key is this in? That is in G sharp minor. So we need to go from C. We need to go G sharp minor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was all in key. All nice and good. Crazy. But we want the start because that's where all the bloops are. It's quite noisy. Not quite what I'm looking for. No, not quite sounding exactly right. maybe what we could do, instead of using a whole song, we can write out a little melody ourselves on something, and then drag that through. Let's get something nice and acoustic. Maybe some strings? That might be sounding quite cool. Let's see what fun strings they have. We could layer up a bunch of stuff. We could do like strings and vocals. And if we just make like a melody that kind of works with the bass line, then it should all work when we granulize it. Let's see what nice stuff. Acoustic strings. Let's see. They got some crazy names in Omnisphere. So we want. Just write something. Noir strings, that's a cool name. Oh, I know what we could do for the meme. We can do the funny the funny melody that I use in everything. Because I think I saved that recently. The canvas melody, here it is. So we need that to go to D, so that should be in key now. That is in key. Yeah. So we have that layer, and we can layer that up with something else. Maybe something more acoustic. We can use Keyscape. We can use the Dulce. It's been 10 minutes and I haven't mentioned the Dulce, so we were bringing it out. Which one? Christmas. We like the Christmas one. We can use we can try the same melody, see what it sounds like. But maybe we can add some like more of a melody on top of this one. Helps if you hit the right notes. Oh, FL being slow. Probably because I've loaded like 10 instances of Soothe. What if we make these an octave higher? maybe one more layer that does something more kind of sustained. Or we could get, what could we get for that? Cube might have something. Cube has some cool airy textures. But it's very slow. Oh, there he is. Good plugin, Cube. It's a sample-based vector synth, which makes me sound really smart when I say that. But it's basically just like a fancy crossfade between multiple points. Normally, vector synthesis is like 4 points, but the cool thing about Cube is that it's like on a three-dimensional plane. So you have points 1 to 4, but you also have 5 to 8, which is a bit fun. And yeah, you can move the ball around, and it will like crossfade between all the different points. And obviously you can like LFO it, and it's got like cool random features. You can like randomize the orbit, which is basically the LFO shape. You can randomize the effect and all the sounds as well, so you can get some hey, crazy stuff. Look at that one, bloody hell. Calm down. Let's see what we get. So we're looking for something kind of more sustained. So sounds kind of spooky at the moment. And the thing is, it doesn't have to sound great on its own, because we're gonna throw it into something that will make it sound cooler, way cooler. It's just about making sure it all sounds like in key. That all sounds in key to me. So I'm gonna... We could even like process these before we render it. So they kind of... what am I doing? Route to this track. They kind of have a bit more sparkliness that can be picked up by the granular. I might just do the subtle kind of portal crystallizer, because that always sounds quite fun. This one. Something like that. And then what we do is we export it when it loads. I might make a new version and then delete some of the soothes because it's getting a bit... It's chugging. We export this. D minor sample to granulize. This might actually turn out awful, but that's the fun of it. I see a bunny. There is a bunny in the chat. This is a warning to all watchers. There is a bunny in the chat. Hi, Scratchy. I hope you're well this baking hot summer evening. Oh god. The evil face. We're all doomed, guys. It's over. Alright, and now we can mute these geezers. Or we can try to mute them and fail miserably. Go back into Quanta. And which Quanta is this one? I believe it's this one. We'll just send it straight out first. Let's find that sample we just made. And drag him into Quanta. Hell yeah, I'm happy to hear you're doing well. Today we are making pads, scratchy, nice ambient, pretty sounds. So, right, let's see what it sounds like. Wow, that's in the wrong key. That's fine. Yeah, don't need the limiter by the sounds of it. Sounds kind of crazy. But there we go. That sounds like it's all in key. And now we just play with it until it sounds really cool. Let's run it through the original effects chain again. Just hear what it sounds like. See, what we could do with this one, because it's quite fast, is we could half time it. Just to get rid of some of those crazy, like, super fast. Pitch it up as well, so we keep the height. Let's try the coveted double halftime. Let's see if that make it sounds cool. It's getting there, it's getting somewhere. Keep on tweaking it. crazy one, this one. Let's see if we can smoothen it even further with one of these controls. This was called like blurriness. Wow, it's so quiet. Wonder what's making that so quiet. Oh, I quite like that. That's quite lo-fi. Ooh, yeah, here we go. That like kills the volume totally. Let's put it back onto the delay preset. That's quite ambient. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Sounds kind of dark and spooky. Let's give that a cheeky render. Make sure everything's cut right. We will call that D minor bell halftime pad. Cool. Right. That is method 2. That is making pads with granular synthesis. So yeah, you can throw in like whole songs, or you can just like throw in melodies and stuff. Now I realize that I didn't have to make a melody because I have a whole pack of melodies, but that's okay. We can show we showed it from scratch, which is fun. Now, method 3 is a fun one. We're going to be using a convolver. Now, what a convolver is, for those who don't know, is I'm going to make a dedicated channel called blur, and we'll give it a fancy color just so we know where it is, because we're going to send a bunch of stuff to this one track, and on this one track we're going to put a fruity convolver. And what a convolver is, for those that don't know, it's a type of reverb that works through impulse responses. So what that basically is it's a recording of a live space, and putting it into the reverb lets you capture the sound of that space. So for an example, if you wanted to record the sound of your like bathroom, because your bathroom has cool reverb, what you could do is like play a really short snap. It could be like a really loud click, or like people do like a balloon popping, or you can just like clap your hands, and then that will capture kind of like the sound of the room in that space, and then you can drag that recording into here, and whatever you put through this will sound like it's in your bathroom, or people do it in like big cathedrals because they have like really nice natural reverbs. So they set up big speakers and they have like a really loud click, like a transient just play, and it like reverbs out and you get this like big sense of scale. And Fruity Convolver is one of those, and it comes with a bunch. You can't see them here, but it comes with like a bunch of ones, and yeah, you can literally drag any audio sample into it and it will create cool sounds. But what we're going to use with it is the in the presets right at the top here, there's two that say blur white and blur pink. I personally prefer the blur white, and what this is instead of like a kind of transient as the impulse, it's like a pink noise sample or like a white noise sample. And what that does is blurs things and it sounds very cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a bunch of random ass splice samples that I have downloaded. Let's go for some vocals. They always sound quite nice. That one is in D minor, so we will choose that. I think I have some synth loops. Some chime samples. Shout out chime. That's in D. That sounds pretty cool, but that's in F, so we're going to pitch that to D, which I think is 3 down. 1, 2, 3. Yep. We'll get one more thing, kind of a more. Let's find a guitar loop. See if I have any of those. Hopefully something with no chords is what we're after. There we go. But that is in D major, so we need to go. Oh god. So that's in D major. That needs to go 1, 2, 3 up, like that. So now we have this, which is gonna sound awful. There we go. That's our pad. No. So what we're going to do is we're going to route all of these to the blur channel. And as I say, we put the Fruity Convolver on this channel. And we're going to turn that on. And then we're going to press play and see what it sounds like. Well then. That didn't sound terrible. I think this one is very loud, so I'm going to turn you down. And we're going to extend it. Extend these ones. And now we have a pad. And from here, again, it's just all about like fine tuning and tweaking it and adding cool effects to kind of make it stand out. Because at the moment, I mean, this is cool, but it sounds a bit flat for me and kind of a bit too like fuzzy or like bright. Or we can hear it in context with the sub. I'm just gonna add, like, loop this again, just so it all kind of ends at the same time. So it goes whoop like that, and yeah, that all sounds in key and sounds good to me. So what I might do, we could put it through the same, effects chain as before. Probably not with the half times, but with the RC20 and the Soothe on it. To darken it a bit and give it a bit more character. That's sounding pretty cool to me. I might turn the width up a bit on this one. So that's sounding pretty cool to me. And yeah, the cool thing about this method is because it's all in real time, you can just drag in any new sample and mess with the levels, and it can like totally change the feel. A pink road, my kind of road, that. Yeah, it has a kind of cosmic horror vibe. I know what you mean. It's like all ethereal and kind of large sounding. But yeah, we could add like another layer that we draw like right in ourselves. Or what we could do is before the actual convolver, we put some effects to kind of change the sound. I mean, crystallizer is the classic one. We just like leave that. We pitch it up 12, and we leave it like that. Adds a bit more sparkliness. I do want to say that I don't take the credit for this method. This was I learned this from a really amazing Skybreak video. That if I remember when the stream's over, I will link that in the description. And yeah, they showed like some really cool extra things you can do, like putting phasers on it to kind of make it sound more icy, as they described it, and using crystallizer and stuff. So if you want a kind of more in-depth look at this technique, then yeah, Skybreak has a really good video on it. So I won't steal their thunder. But I wonder what other stuff we could do that they didn't look at. So they looked at crystallizer and they looked at phasers. Let's have a look through here. What else could we put through it? I kind of want to hear what this sounds like through multiband delay. Jeez, this version. It's going to sound really weird. Didn't do much of a change, to be honest. Probably because it blurs out all the dispersory sound. I mean, I can show off the phaser quick. Not that I know how to use a phaser. But honestly, I think this just sounds good as it is. I wonder if we process these kind of individually before they go through the convolver, like making the vocal kind of like really wide. Yeah, that sounds kind of cool. Adds a bit of a width. Yeah, I'm happy with that one pad. We'll do one more of those. Hello, hello. Banana 101. It is Tuesday. Time flies, eh? We'll export that. D minor. Airbrushed. Canvas. Again, all of these pads will be available for free at the end of next month when Colors 03 releases. Same with all the sounds I made last stream as well. So if you're itching to get hold of them. We shall do one more of these. When it renders, there it is. Okay, let's do the same thing again. Move these out of the way. Let me search melody loop. Let's see what we've got. Wow, it's all cymatics. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it, but in the plugin, the sample list is all cymatics. That's funny. Honestly, most of the cymatic stuff is like free as well. So this is like if you don't want to be boring and just like use the melody loops as is, they're like really cool to granulize and like resample and do fun stuff with. So I do recommend them. Not sponsored. That's quite a fun one. That is in E minor, so we need to go 2 down. Oh yeah, another thing is because this is all being like super blurred. Sky also mentioned this in the video, but you can set it to stretch mode and then just stretch it to heck. Because all the like artifacts and stuff, they'll just get like blurred out and you won't even hear them. And it'll just extend it all. Hello, Amp. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are well. So yeah, I think honestly vocals, they're really fun for this kind of technique. If I go back to my splice folder,
stay here with me all night. Let me do vibes.
Oh, I put it on the wrong one. That's okay. That is in D sharp minor, so now it's in D. Ooh, that is totally fine, Amp. I'm just making pads today, so it's probably good background noise, if anything. But yes, FL has some fun time stretchy stuff. I really like the Stretch Pro that they added. I don't know when they added it. It might have been in 21, but it's really cool because it has like a formant shifter in it built into it, which is really nice. That's quite fun. That bit has quite a nice like tone to it. I might just stretch that to heck. I might just layer up 3 kind of vocals. Just to see what that sounds like. It might sound a bit quirky. And we can kind of maybe form and shift them around so they sit in different spaces. That might be quite cool. That's pretty fun. Might choose one kind of live instrument. What's a fun instrument? Violin. I wonder if we have any violin loops. 1. And it's me. Nice chords. That's just such violin. Whoa. That was dramatic. Bloody hell. Ow. I do apologise. That might be quite weird. G minor, we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just for fun, let's throw the funny melody into it again. On the funny synth, on the funny canvas synth that I always use. Even though I didn't make it. It's from a sample pack. This is the source. It is the Galaxy lead from the oversampled Slap House pack. That is the canvas lead that I use in everything. Plus no Steelerino. Let's plug in that for it. kind of funky. Because we're doing all the cliches, we'll throw the other funny canvas lead in that I did make myself. So this one's not from a pack. Actually, it is. You can get it in colors. I think you can get it in the original colors, which is funny. See, this sounds cool. You need to be shorter. That's what it is. There we go. That is method 3 on how to make pads. Which is a fun one. I like that one. Cool method. This is how I made some of the pads in Tsubishi. And saved me, I think, if I remember correctly. Cool, that is that. I will export that one. How many have we done? 6, I believe. D minor. Blur. Blurry vision. I'm going to call that one. Oh god, is that how you spell vision? I hope so. Oh god. Right, I would just do the 2 more for PaulXStretch, and then I might call it a night. So we'll look at PaulXStretch, figure out how to use it for a start. There we go. That's those boys. And right. How are we looking? How are we looking? We looking good? Right. Let me load up PaulXStretch. Yes, the fourth and final way that I know how to do pads is using this guy, PaulXStretch, and he's a crazy boy. Can you drag stuff? Oh, you can. Amazing. So yeah, this is an, oh god, I have to try and explain it. It's like a stretching FFT stretching algorithm plugin thing, and it just stretches your audio to like hell and back. It's crazy. Like the how much it stretches it is kind of wacky. Let us get one of the melodies from Colors, because we have cool melody loops in the Colors packs. That might be a cool one, because that's not got much chordy material, and now I don't know what I'm doing. So that's sounding pretty cool. So the thing with this is, because it's an effect, you're gonna want to have like an audio recorder kind of going. Does it? What does yours look like? Is that because mine is X and maybe you have the original? Who knows? But yeah, because it's an effect, you're going to want to have like something to record it like Edison. So now I don't know what any of this does. So I assume... Nah, I see. I got some funky version then. Oh, and I've just realized that is not in key. So we have to change the key. Oh, how do we do that? Oh, pitch shift. So that is in D sharp major. And, oh god, we need to be in... G sharp major. So we need to go down. Oh, G sharp major. Oh no, D sharp major. What am I doing? To go up 2. So that needs to go up 2. That's pretty cool. I changed this color so we know which one it is. But we want to stretch it out way more. Stretch him out. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Crazy. something like that. And we can turn that into audio over here. And wow, I timed that really well. Look at that. Kind of, almost. And just kind of chop these bits up and kind of make you louder, and then kind of crossfade you so it kind of has a similar volume all the way throughout. Yeah, I've never made pads with PaulXStretch, so this is kind of quirky. Make you the same volume. Whoa. Very resonant. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna run it through the same chain as everything else. See if that's yeah, very breathy, isn't it? Did I read that the same? I missed. I'm pretty sure I missed. That is add the reverb. Has too big of a like cut when it transitions there, so we'll try and smooth that out somehow with some reverb. I'm gonna try. Who's try pitching it down as well. That's quite big sounding. Might turn the texture up on this one. That sounded kind of interesting. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I like this tail as well. That's quite fun. That's one. That is one. I call it breathy boy. Canvas. There we go. 1 out of 2. I might try a vocal through PaulXStretch this time, because I think that might be quite quirky. Oh, I could use the vocal that from Shadows. That might be quite fun. Or like a vocal chop, because that already has like a melody, right? Big tail on this one. Massive tail. Wow. There it is. Took its time. Cool. That's a fun one. Let's go back to Paul, my guy. Yeah, let's get a vocal chop. Let's also use something from Colors. Oh, I know. This might be a cool one. This vocal chop. Ah, no, it wasn't in Colors. It was in the Melody Pack, the Christmas Pack, Christmas 2022. I like those chops, they're cool. We do like massive tails. That is a a furry moment. So we're in B minor. We want to go up 1, 2, 3. You go up 3, please. Thank you very much. Let's see what it sounds like. Maybe we do down, and then 1, 2, 3, -9. Maybe try one of the other ones, because these are on the same key, I'm pretty sure. Try this one, see what it sounds like. Oops, got a bit. That's spooky. Oh god, it's it's saving. There you go. Let's try this one. Set you. Oh, I can do -12 even. I like the sound of that. That sounds pretty cool to me. I might record that through Edison first. Thank you, Mr. PaulXStretch. And then what we can do is get rid of all the silence. I probably don't have to do it this many times, but I'm gonna. Do 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 do. See, this is why you do all the sound design before. Because imagine trying to do all this in a project. Your CPU would die. 2, you would die. So yeah. And there we go. See what this sounds like when we squid them together. Should sound a bit more sustained. Is that all of them? No. You always think it's like, oh, I just make a quick, oh, I just need a pad. Let me just make a pad. It's never, it's never that easy, bro. Right. And then we need to route you to here and send you over here. So now you should sound like this. Yeah, but why does it sound better with the gaps? So fun that idea. And now we have that again. There we go. And now we have a pad. I think the sparkles add some cool stuff to the gaps that it leaves. Cool. I will render that one. And then I think we are done. Oops, I can't spell. Pad canvas. And then it's gonna take ages to render because that's the really long tail. I'm glad that you resurrected SP and that we that it didn't put you down for good. Trying to it's like that meme of the guy like being carried on a stretcher and the caption's like he tried to do sound design mid project. Someone make that. If someone sees that, make that meme for me. Okay. that. Those are our samples. Let me drag them all in, and then we can compare and contrast. How many did we do? Did 9. Oh no, because we did new one, a sample. These are our pads. Whoop. I gotta remember which versions are which. It should be in order. Oh, maybe it's not. Okay, well, I'll figure out this one. So yeah, we made 8 different pads today in 4 different ways of making them. If there are any more ways of making pads, if you're watching this in the future, leave a comment. I'm a real YouTuber. Leave a comment, hit like. But yeah, let me know, and then I can show that off. But we have this one. I'll play it with the Reese as well, just so we can hear it with some context. That was these two. These were made by the first method, I'm pretty sure, of like drawing all the things out. Was really nice. I like that one. Expect to be hearing that in all of my music. And then these ones, I believe, were the granular ones we did with Quanta. Very nice, very nice. And this one too. Very nice, very nice. These ones are the ones we did with Fruity Convolver. They come out very bright as compared to the other ones. If that's what you're looking for, then that's the method. And finally, we have the pads we just made with PaulXStretch. That one's really good. I like that one. That one and that one are probably my favourite so far. And then the last one. There we go. Those are our pads. And I think that about does us for tonight. Cool. Well, I shall leave it there. Thank you to everyone that stuck around and everyone that tuned in. And all the people watching on YouTube. Hello, if you made it this far. I hope you enjoyed. I will be here same time next week. I don't know what we're doing next time, but I'll figure that out. If you have any suggestions of what you want me to do let me know. Other than that, I will see you next time. Cool. Thank you very much.